everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we want to discuss a new topic that we promised last time, and that will be in English. So let's get right into it. Let's look at the 6 mistakes you can avoid when planning a destination wedding in Italy.
So let's start. Mistake number 1. Timing is everything. As you know, Italians have a well-deserved reputation for being laid back. This is often a positive, but not when you're in a stressed-out bride mode and wanting to know how much the reception's menu will cost. We've had many clients get stressed because of suppliers taking a long time to reply or not understanding English. So, having a local support system with fluent English and Italian is essential when planning a destination wedding in Italy. Booking your wedding well in advance is key if you hope to use one of the most popular locations, as these tend to get booked up faster than you may expect. So, timing things well in advance with local help will ensure a better planning process.
Mistake number 2, forgetting that guests can pay for their own accommodation. When it comes to a destination wedding, every cost matters and each aspect of the event requires an upfront deposit payment. Most couples have the feeling that most of their budget gets soaked up in an instant, and we know how discouraging that might feel like. But often they forget that accommodation for their guests isn't something they are obliged to pay for. Paying rooms in hotels or bed and breakfasts isn't generally your responsibility. We know you feel the pressure of guests having to face travel expenses, but there are ways of helping them out, not having to take that expense on yourself. An easy way is to create a wedding website indicating options for accommodations in the immediate surroundings to your wedding venue, or in case your venue can accommodate guests, arranging hotel room blocks in advance. This ensures that there is accommodation for all the guests and that the rooms are locked in a standard rate agreed upon. Couples can also contribute with a certain percentage of the amount to the room block to help buffer the cost. In this way, they can assure that all guests are in the same property for the entire duration of the wedding celebration, without having to pay for the entire amount of their stay. In substance, assisting them as much as you can without having to sacrifice a great amount of your budget.
Mistake number 3. VAT and taxes. Quite hard to wrap your head around the Italian fiscal system. I know, sometimes even as Italians have difficulties in understanding the amount of taxes that need to be added on a final price. Because in Italy, the amount of taxes, called IVA, is different according to the product category. To be sure you are budgeting correctly, always ask if the quote or prices you are given are IVA included or excluded.
Mistake number 4, not sending wedding invitations early. A destination wedding entails a lot of pre-planning involved. So be sure to give your invitees plenty of time to determine if they will be able to make the trip. People have prior commitments, and the more notice they have, the more likely they'll be able to attend your wedding. Also, set a reply date of at least a full month, if not more, before the wedding, as this may influence the venue you'll select, as well as hotel room blocks to be booked for each guest ahead of time. Mistake number 5, not including a wedding planner in the budget. Although you could probably DIY your wedding without a wedding planner, it just isn't a good idea. Planning a wedding takes a lot of time and effort. Most couples find it to be difficult, even with the help of a professional by their side. This is not only because of cultural differences and language barriers, but because if you're miles away from a location, it'll be helpful to have someone on your team who's familiar with the area, as well as local vendors and venues. Not only will a planner help you negotiate with local vendors, but also be able to represent you during meetings before the big day.
Mistake number 6. choosing a venue without a backup plan. Couples dream of a wedding in Italy with an open-air dinner setting or a symbolic ceremony facing a stunning sunset with a hilltop view. Although these are the perfect backdrops, and if you're planning wedding in spring or summer, chances are low, never underestimate the power of unpredictable weather. Make sure to always select a venue with a suitable backup plan, in case Mother Nature won't be accommodating that day. Most wedding venues in Italy tend to have an internal space, whether it's a ballroom or breakfast room. Just make sure these spaces have enough rooms to accommodate the wedding dinner, ceremony, or the dance floor in case of bad weather. We hope these tips may help you out when planning your destination wedding in Italy. Follow us for more. See you next time. Arrivederci!